Om Shanti. Increase the practice of the bodiless stage, Ashariri and Videhi. Become Arjuna. Become Arjuna, the one who takes the initiative in becoming bodiless. The speciality of Arjuna is constantly being an embodiment of the point form and becoming victorious. Those who are destroyers of attachment and embodiments of remembrance are Arjuna. Arjuna is the one who constantly listens to this knowledge of the Gita and churns it. Everyone has to become bodiless in this way and die alive. Those who have such an unlimited attitude of disinterest are Arjuna. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avikti Parivar. So just now you saw some of the glimpse of welcoming Didi in GGRC in Ahmedabad. But there is a lot more. It was a beautiful program yesterday. So to be continued, we'll show you all those glimpses tomorrow. How beautiful that program was, and it was the inauguration of a big auditorium. The capacity is more than 2,000, and it was wonderful experience. So we'll continue that video tomorrow, and we'll show you part of those glimpses. But for now, we'll do our series. Today is day 7. Increase the practice of the bodiless stage, Ashariri and Videhi. Today's topic, become Arjuna. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
I think if you are in India, you will get news of some celebration or other. There is one, I think, global news, but it's in Hindi. Whenever you turn on, somewhere or other, some center or other center will have inauguration, celebration, and they do it with really lot of love. Yesterday they had band was playing, people were dancing, they had small umbrellas, dancing with that. All the young sisters, lot of intoxication. So they dance. Right? So yesterday I was feeling that that's what we will do in golden age, right? Afternoons will be just big celebrations, right? So today, then Baba is also inspiring us to be Arjuna. That means claim number 1. Arjuna lived the life of principles and he practiced as a warrior with bow and arrow. His guru was very, very efficient and very good to train their followers. So one thing in bow and arrow practice they show, they will tell you the spot and your arrow should pierce into the same spot. Right? So same was done to Arjuna. So Baba is saying that, but he had good practice. Become Arjuna who takes the initiative in becoming bodiless. The speciality of Arjuna is constantly being embodiment of the point. Embodiment of point form and becoming victorious. Those who are victorious of attachment, it's not victory over someone, but your own attachment. So it's very simple, but when we practice, it takes, you don't know when, and in the end, there is possibility of attachment emerge. Conqueror of attachment, attached, Baba says, and awareness or embodiment of remembrance. Arjuna is the one who constantly listens to the knowledge of the Gita and then churn on it. Everyone has to become bodiless. In this way, you have to die alive. Those who have such an unlimited attitude of disinterest, unlimited attitude of disinterest, Baba will call them Arjuna. I think most of us have become conqueror of attachment, but maybe in the end, something could emerge. I remember once I had a friend, both of us used to go to center, but our father was quite against. So they thought that maybe, she wanted to write a letter or something, and she wanted me to help. And Baba said, no, you shouldn't, because if something happens and her parents come in front of her and start begging and ask them to say something, you will be caught because attachment can emerge. So we all have to be very careful whether it is my own attachment or it is attachment of someone else. Dadi Janki always used to tell us, we shouldn't be attached, but also no one should be attached to us also. Attachment to the body, one is love with the soul. So we definitely should have love, but not attachment. Right? So churn on that, practice, and both ways enjoy confluence age, pure love, spiritual love, unlimited love, unconditional love. All this love makes you happy. So that's what we, Baba says, you should be bodiless and not have any attachment. Om Shanti. Hmm.
Om Shanti Didi, good morning.
Good morning, Om Shanti.
We're both in the same place in different spots.
But in different rooms, right?
In different rooms, yes. Didi, I was appreciating so much yesterday what I witnessed as grace when you were being welcomed here into Saral Kunj, the accommodation area. And there was a beautiful dance happening in front of you with so much love, describing the radiance of beauty, your beauty, etc. And I thought anybody sitting there, if they were a little body conscious, they would, okay, accept, maybe not accept. But somehow you were sitting in a space of such stability that your mind was able to receive the love that was being offered. You weren't identifying with it, nothing was being activated, but it's almost like the love was going through you. And I think one of the things that I witnessed is when you really look after your mind in the way that I see you do, you're able to give and receive love through your mind. And that's what creates that happiness. And, they say, I mean, it was a beautiful scene in the program that the seed never gets to see its own tree. And the tree doesn't know what the seed looks like. But yesterday, when you came on stage, I think the seed met the tree and you shared a very beautiful story of the seed that you planted here in Gujarat. And I'm just wondering for everybody if you can just share that story again. So, it's no coincidence that Drama and Baba brought you here because this is your first program. You've been 3 months in Bharat. And of course, everybody wants to hold you in Madhuban. And here was, because it's on the way, the first big program. So can you share that story again of how Baba inspired you for service here in Gujarat?
I don't know what were the difficulties, but what I heard, they were not able to get the place. So Baba knew one of my Lokik uncle that he is there in a big position. So Baba said, why don't you go and ask him to get a place for center? I didn't ask details, but then Baba said they couldn't get the place. Stayed a month with my uncle trying to get the place. It was very challenging because when you stay with someone looking, you have to cook, right? But you can't just cook for yourself. You cook for the whole family, those who are around. So he had few children, right? And I had to cook. Anyway, Baba sent two other sisters to help me. And you know that if you have to be instrument, you at least know how to cook, right? Many places I have stayed with different families and cook for everyone together. So I stayed and then he was busy, but finally he got a place which had, I think, 3 bedroom and good place, good spot. And that area was very known. They had some temples around also. So he got the place and then Baba sent some money. So we bought certain things, set up the center properly. In Gujarat, one of the beautiful thing is their kitchen. It's very clean. They have everything. And so we bought some stainless steel pots and something very simple to start with. And Baba knew, and we also know that as the students start coming, they will bring more things and it will be set up. There was inauguration by the mayor. Dari Janki also came from Pune and she brought Sarla Didi with her. I told them I'm not Gujarati, so I don't know if I would stay longer because they like to speak and hear in Gujarati. Anyway, I stayed for 3 months and then I had to go back. And Dadi and Sarla Didi stayed on, but Dadi also didn't stay long.
Mm.
So everyone remembers old ones. So when they were arranging a big program of their 50th year of service, they called me and they said, you have to come. But I said, it's not possible for me to make another trip in the middle of the month of December. So anyway, they are doing program and so we have that kind of connection.
Mm.
I was not Gujarati, but still.
Mm. Yes.
I was in Jaipur for a museum, and then, at young age, you can do anything. You go around, you get to meet people, a lot of.
You were in your
So
early 20s at that time, weren't you?
I think not early, late 20.
Late 20s. Yes. No, it was a wonderful scene yesterday. And Didi was sharing with the crowd how happy she felt. And Baba's message was so beautiful for the Gujarat family that they're sitting on Baba's heart throne because they're ever ready and right hands in service. Didi, today's Avyakt signal, it made me feel the the effort we need to make to go from sakar to akar to nirakar, corporeal to subtle to incorporeal. Now, at the sakar level, it's easy for us to think about many things. What we have to do today, what we have to cook today, where we have to go today. So it's not difficult to think about things of matter, people, connections. Somebody says, "Oh, my son-in-law, he drinks a lot. What do I do for him?" So there is this kind of obligation and sense of needing to save somebody at the sakar level. At the subtle level, akar level, something Baba said was listen to the Murli, churn the Murli, have heart-to-heart conversation with Baba. So it's almost like your thoughts are going to another level of lightness, maybe. I don't know how you would describe it, but lightness, maybe. So there's these efforts defined when Baba says, churn the knowledge, remember where you came from, remember your titles. But then I'm very interested in the bridge between akar and nirakar, especially going from this kind of subtle thinking of churning and this to becoming a point. Can you shed some light on this journey? Because the point form is a very slippery form. And so, this bridge from the subtle thinking to point, if you can give us some of your insights or practices into that, I think that would be very helpful.
I think that subtle form is little later, but each one of us, we are point of light and we are incorporeal. Actually, it is two ways. One to begin from corporeal to go to incorporeal. Other is from incorporeal coming again to subtle and also corporeal. So I also always begin from incorporeal. Actually, it is Nirakar, Akar, and Sakar. We mostly think of Sakar, subtle, and incorporeal. So it becomes very easy that I am originally soul, and then when I'm introverted, I'm playing my part. It's the subtle way, spiritual, alokik. Then third comes is I am a karma yogi. I have to play my part. So I always begin with incorporeal, and then I come to corporeal, not in the end. So that becomes more natural.
That's a good distinction. So, is it that you go from sakar to nirakar? So, that practice is what? The full stop practice? Is it shedding things? Is it considering yourself to be an instrument? What's that helps you to stay in nirakar? Because for most people, it's difficult for them to jump from the practicalities of the sakar to nirakar.
So because we are in actions, so always thinking about I am a karma yogi, I have to do actions. I have to do actions. That means I am separate now. So that means I am incorporeal and I'm playing my part. That awareness of playing part actually helps a lot too. That means now I am adopting to my costume of body and I'm playing my part, and then I will leave the costume and then go back, you know. So playing part in different costumes can also help to be incorporeal and then corporeal. So
Very
that.
nice. Mm. So from incorporeal, then you were saying subtle, akar, where karma yogi farishta. And is that the stage of virtues, sharing qualities, virtues?
Mm. I think it's all spiritual, no? Physical and spiritual. So lokik and alokik.
Mm.
So what you do is actually from lokik, you becoming spiritual. So that spirituality is in the subtle form. Because in body consciousness, in sakar, mostly it is actions, right? A karma yogi. But spirituality is in between, alokik, right? So akari or alokik. That is why when we come to Baba in the beginning, we never say my sister, my brother. We used to say the brother of this body or sister of this body. That was very, very common. Now we don't use those words to say my uncle, my this. Before was uncle of the body. You know, we connected every relationship with the soul, and that's like a logic. Right?
Very nice. Thank you, Didi. Very simple, but very nice clarity of where to start and the consciousness to go into the incorporeal and then the feeling of the spiritual, this akar. Thank you, Didi. So tomorrow, today is your last day in Bharat. Well, for now. And Didi's demand is amazing because in Madhuban, nobody wanted to let her go. Muni Ben was saying that my heart is shrinking because Jayanti Didi is leaving and Mohini Didi is leaving. And all the Madhuban Niwasis have so appreciated your presence in Madhuban, Didi. I think being an anchor and being so available from morning to evening. And I think Bhumi Ben, special thanks to Sister Bhumi because she's really played a beautiful role of facilitation in enabling, you as a spiritual resource to reach many, many souls, especially those souls that would never come in front of the seniors. So I think there's been heartfelt appreciation all around. And so tomorrow, Didi will be traveling. And so we will come on after and share Madhuban news because there's a lot happening in Madhuban at this time. The engine of Madhuban continues to grow. And so there's some very interesting developments and, spiritually, physically, at both levels so that we can tune into the clock of time and understand where to focus our efforts. So that'll be tomorrow. So, Didi, any last parting words before you leave Bharat? Your feeling?
I think it's one world, even if it's different cultures. But whether it is Bharat or India or England, at least within the Brahmin family, is the Brahmin culture. Wherever you go, you will get Tuli. Wherever you go, there is Murli. Everything is same everywhere, right?
Correct, yeah.
So have the consciousness unlimited that it's a whole world is everyone is my family. So that consciousness will make you feel that you also belong to Bharat, right? And Bharatvasis will also say we belong to foreign double foreigners family. So I think we all are one, right?
Mm. Thank you, Didi. That's a
Okay.
very good note to end on. Om
Mm.
Shanti.